Start streaming. That's what I might be missing. We'll see if that kicks on now. If that does, I can be recording. Excellent. I'll mute that. Okay, so what you eating?
Wheat thins.
Ah, wheat thins are good. All right, let's see. Where are you?
I really
at?
wanted a snack food, and I had some chocolate, and it's like peppermint layered cup chocolate, and I was like, that's not good enough food.
No,
I need something to snack on.
I am addicted.
What makes thermacare different? 2 words. It heals. How? With heat.
Okay, there we go. It is really addictive for me for chocolate-covered peanuts. Not M&Ms, not the candy-covered stuff, but chocolate-covered peanuts. Okay, so now Twitch is up and working. So, are you going to get into game?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Excellent, excellent.
I'm shutting down as much as I can to have like a massive amount of stuff open.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Videos require like everything on my computer to be open at the same time.
Wow. I would love to learn how to do videos at some point. Because that way I can get stuff up on the site and just be like, cool. And if I can get this up on the site, when I'm on the Converted podcast here in about a week and a half,
Okay,
that
cool.
will be a great promotion just for the site in itself. Say, hey, this is how... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten it down pretty quick. Like, I started working on this. Like, I started recording this video at 3 in the morning, or 4 or 5 in the morning, whenever the servers switched over, and got it published at 3:30 in the afternoon. So, like, that was one of the fastest turnovers I've had. So
Wow.
12 hours to like figure out the strat and record it and edit the video and do the audio and make the thumbnail and write the stuff and edit it. And I actually haven't done the closed captioning yet,
Right.
which I need to do. Get in game. Talking and
Getting in
clicking
game at the
buttons.
same time.
Yeah, but it's just like making the thumbnail while things are
Yeah.
um you know, like when you're, it probably takes a while to process the podcast and like encode it, I assume.
It takes more to edit it. Once it gets processed, it's like boom, it's done. Because you're not worrying about video or really anything extra. You're just worrying about the audio. So
You
really,
get the podcast up pretty quick.
if I'm not really busy doing other stuff and stuff doesn't break, like my other PC is slowly breaking, I can get that done within like maybe an hour or two, because I got it. There is a certain process that I go through. It's tagging
Yeah,
it.
I mean, you do it 100 times. You've got it down.
It's down to a science. seriously. It's down to a science anymore, which is why I'm
Yeah.
into now learning some new things. You know, and I got to finish that script out for us.
Okay, you want me to get on Airy Peak or just
Yeah,
my?
I don't think it matters so long as it's an alliance side.
Get on my bank tune so I can see things.
And we are up on Twitch too, so if you want to see what I've got up, you'll be able to see it. I gotta figure out where this hum's coming from before Saturday. Because after I reset everything, it's just yikes. Actually, I got an idea where it's coming from, actually.
I, it's muted. Why is it making noise? It's literally.
It's muted?
It was muted, and it decided to make noise.
Oh boy. Can you
Clever
hear?
ads.
Yes. Ads. Can you hear via Twitch right now?
Um. There, the volume's for sure all the way down. Okay, I can see you, and I am in game. Oh wait, I can do a. I can minimize my screen, and I can do full shiny head because you're bald. I was gonna
Yes.
make fun of the fact that you're bald, but
Because I'm bald. That's the point, because I'm
but the name
bald.
of the tune makes it so I can't make fun of it. Clever.
Well, see, it's also part of naming a tune. And if you're making like a
Oh,
bank alt,
I can't get into your auction house because it's still different. Oh,
what?
we have to go to neutral ground.
Neutral ground. Okay, so I'm level 1.
I'm level 9. To the gates of Stormwind.
You know, we can go there. We don't have to be in an auction house to do this.
We must meet and introduce ourselves.
I am running as we speak. As fast as a priest can go. And you're going the other way. We're going opposite ways. That's cool. To the front gate.
What? No, we're going to the gates of Stormwind.
Yeah. You took a left, and I took a right to get around that one area. Okay, so now I'm in Elwyn Forest. And wait, who's that running? There, hey, there you are.
I am a lumberjack. And I'm okay.
And you got your warg pup.
It's the only pet for a lumberjack.
Yes.
There might be a
Agreed.
better pup. Let me see if I have a better pup.
Oh, I don't know. I'll get rid of that.
This might
Oh,
be a
the
better.
Brewfest. Yes. The Altrek Brew Pup. Yes. Yes. Okay, so let's start this up. So here we are. I am the Kerosene Kid, and with me is Reckles. How's it going, sir? This is going to be a setup video for TSM. So let me load up my TSM. Now, right there is Trade Skill Master. So what am I looking at here? This is the front screen, of course.
Yes. Yes. Everything up on the top. You've got their little tabs telling you all all that stuff on the front page is just basic overview stuff, but the important things are the things on the top left. Those 4 or 5 tabs are what you need. So you've got groups, module operations, options, and really groups and operations are what you're going to be living in. So what do you have in groups?
In groups right now, all I have is blacksmithing. Because when I reloaded TSM, that was the only profession that I had loaded up when I got onto my Orc Warrior. Because he has blacksmithing and mining as his professions.
Okay, so you did automatic setup where, create
Right.
this profession for me, and you hit yes, create this profession for me.
Right.
Cool. So you can go through all of your tunes and create this profession for me, create this profession for me. You can sort if you click in crafts,
Okay.
underneath blacksmithing, the blue crafts.
Yep. Got it.
I may be lagging a little bit. And items, you can see items.
Okay, I got items up.
You can see everything. Oh, there's a 5-second lag on my screen. Okay.
Yeah, there's going to be a lag
for
there for Twitch.
what I see on Twitch.
Yeah.
All right. So you can see everything you can make. And if you wanted to, you could, if you have, you wanted to set up like a super awesome group of things I only want to sell to on Saturday. Then you can take things out of blacksmithing and put it there. Or more specifically, you can set up I have crafted PvP, I have Mist of Pandaria items, you can set up current items, you can set up Warlords epics,
Right.
You can break down your current where it's just in crafts, and you can break out all of these craftable items into specific subgroups. So that's really neat. Right now, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to work on operations. Now, did you download the Trade Skill Master app and WoW Auction?
Actually, I can look here within add-ons, and I can say on my add-on control panel, which I see a lot of red for Alcoholic, so I'm gonna no. So if I go down to Trade Skill Master, you will see that I have accounting, DB, auctioning, crafting, destroying, item tracker, mailing, shopping, and WoW auction.
Okay, open up your bags.
There's my only bag. Right there. There's my only one.
Wait, I gotta wait 5 seconds.
Yeah, right now there's
And
nothing
you
in
can-
there.
Oh, nothing in it.
Yep,
Okay.
nothing in it.
So if you hover over an item, you can see if there is a WoW auction price for anything, and if there is a
Mhm.
WoW auction price for something, then you have WoW auction data for it. So that's great. But you don't have anything to see if you have WoW auction data for it. So, shucks.
Well,
Um,
yeah, that's fine too, but I also have the Undermine Journal to go along with this. So I'm not too
here.
worried about it.
Here. Here, wait, we're in party. I'm gonna
Okay.
say something.
Right, and right there is what you're talking about. Because now,
So,
right, you see the 3-day, the 14-day price, and the median for the World of Warcraft.
okay, so you don't have WoW auction. Okay. Cool. I don't think that's WoW auction data.
No, that may be the Undermine Journal in itself. I do have it loaded. Why isn't that
Yeah,
showing?
that's okay. So we can do a couple of things. I like using WoW auction data. It's easy, but let's set up sources. Type in slash TSM. Let's set you up a group based on what you have, and then we can change around the sources based on global stuff later. But I do like using global sources. Type in slash TSM space sources and let's see what you got.
Okay. Let me get out of that and say... That's not supposed to be an underscore, is it? Oh, duh. Let me put a slash right there. Slash TSM. Okay, so right there's my sources.
Yeah.
So,
These are the tags for the sources.
Okay, so now I got
Nope.
sources up. Give Twitch a second.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got average buy or DB global historical, DB global market average, DB global sale average. Oh, Okay, if you got the Undermine Journal, UJ global median. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's use that. That's good enough.
Yes, that is really, really cool.
Cool.
I do think.
So, go. Huh. And it says you have
I scrolled up
You
from
just
top
might
to
not.
bottom.
You have the other sources. It just you might not have data for it. All right.
Right.
Um. So, go back into your TSM and go to operations.
Module operations.
Yes.
There we go.
And I will be following along here so I don't. Do. Alrighty. Go away, bags. Alright. So,
Bags are gone.
yes.
Okay. So.
So we're gonna be making a new. Oh, first, just kidding. Go to groups.
Okay, go to groups. We need to make a new group.
No, you've got your
Oh.
groups. You automatically made your groups, so you're fine.
Right.
Because TSM is awesome.
Right.
TSM is awesome. So we're gonna create an auctioning group. So click on blacksmithing. And crafts. And
Okay,
it
crafts.
should give you an option to so it should say like, oh, hey, you don't have an operation for this, so add additional operation.
Okay, so I'm up on crafts now. Give it a minute for Twitch to catch up, and you'll see that I have auctioning, crafting, mailing, and shopping.
Yes.
But there's no operations really for that. So to do that, should I override module operations?
No, just you don't have any module operations to override, so just add one.
Okay, so for this operation, yeah, I just went, guess I just went override. I did go back to that screen. So as soon as that clicks on TSM, you will see that I've clicked override module operations.
Uncheck override.
Okay, so I've unchecked override, but I don't see anything to add. Because add additional operation is grayed out.
What if you check click on professions and start from there?
Okay, that's better because now they're all available.
Okay.
Oops. Yeah, they are all available.
Okay.
So going into crafts was not really the idea, I guess. Okay.
Okay.
So now where do we go first?
All right. So we are going to go to auctioning
Okay.
and create auctioning operation.
To where I must enter some sort of name.
Yes, and I like to name these based on what they do. So this is um, the Undermine Journal Global Median, um, let's say 100%. So 100% TUJ is kind of like you want to look at it and know you only get about 12 characters that you see, and it's, or you can call it whatever you want, but I like to look
Right.
at them.
You want to see them
And
as you want to
really,
post them, or
yeah,
you want to see the
and
name as you want to post the items.
yeah, and this is, I have a little bit different theory on operations than some other people, but uh, I think this is, I have it a little bit more sequential. I think is
Maybe.
maybe, I think that's the right word for it. I don't know.
So we got 100% the Undermine Journal. I want to say median. M-I-E-D-A, and whatever spelling. That's my spelling. So okay, so I'll say yes to that, and I will say yes to that, which sent me to general operation options.
Okay, and you said yes to that, and you said yes to that. Cool. So, go to post. You don't care about blacklisting. You might
Relationships,
want to ignore low duration auctions, but that's up to you later.
right?
Uh, Sometimes that's a good idea. Um, like, if you want to ignore 30-minute items, that's occasionally
Mhm.
worthwhile. Um, so, how I like to set this up is, how often do you log in to post things?
Um, really,
I mean,
it when it came to Mr. Pandaria, I was posting things daily. With Warlords of Draenor, I'm not posting them as often. So I would say roughly about every 3 days. Roughly.
okay. Okay. We'll set it to 24 hours.
Okay.
I'm never going to recommend 48 hours. My question was only 12 hours or
Or
24
24
hours.
hours. Right, because
Um,
you really want to mitigate that auction house cost.
yeah.
And by doing it by
Um,
24 hours, considering that people will really buy within the first 24 hours and not the second 24 hours, it makes
yeah.
sense to do 24 hours and 48.
Yeah, and even if and this is all about automation, and even if you um, do plan on like not logging in, like even if there are going to be times where like you don't log in for a couple days, there
Right.
are also going to be times where you do log into your banker and you don't want to post it for 48 hours and then log in and it not be up. Like, you don't want to be in an you don't want to have to cancel scan when you don't have to, if that makes sense.
Right.
Um so post cap, throw it up at 4. So, what we're doing with this, is we're gonna make 2 of these. Where you only need 2 operations. We're gonna do. This is your single, and then we're gonna make another one of these and set everything up for multiple for bigger stacks. So this is your post cap. Put it up at 4. Put the stack size at 1. No, use stack size as cap. Leave it unchecked. I have mine unchecked. I guess you can check it if you want. That gets me into trouble
Yeah.
with transmog.
Yeah, I can see why. for
But
transmogs.
that kind of depends on I don't know. Depending on your market, use stack size as cap. For me, I don't like posting 15 of the same transmog, and I know when I have excess in my bags that it's time to vendor it or DE it. So
Right.
that's kind of, at the end of a posting cycle, I know, like, oh, I have leftover stuff in my bags. That's how I know what, like, anything left over is extra. Like, so I like having that unchecked. That's my auctioning style. But, so that's up to you. Keep quantity. I leave that at 0. Bid percentage, either 100% or 94%. 94% will keep you above people who undercut you by a copper.
I'm gonna put it at 94. I think that'll be. I think that'll be a good spot. And one copper, that is really about the optimal undercut, especially if you want to see like a stable market. Okay, so now that that's done.
Yeah, and the 94 is a sneaky little trick. I think Silent Thunder was the person who taught, either Cold or Silent Thunder taught me that one. Where, like, ooh, you do 94% and then they undercut you by a copper, but because your bid's 94%, even though you're just undercutting, they undercut you. For people who don't use add-ons, your bid is above theirs, and so you're still for people who don't use add-ons, you're still showing above them in the auction house. So it's sneaky. So the bread and butter of this, you know what all these do? Yes? No? Yes?
I got an idea, because I've gone through this before, but I haven't gone through the auction process with a trade skill master. Like, I've had trade skill master for mailing, to do professions, and to send via groups, but I haven't done the actual posting with trade skill master.
Okay. So, your minimum price, when no auctions are up, the normal, when you have 0 competition, and you're posting, give me an example. I'm having trouble thinking of something. Give me an example of an item.
Well,
Oh, wait.
Yep.
We linked something. What did we link?
yes, is one of the greens in your bags.
Vanguard Sabatons? Sure.
Yep.
Vanguard Sabatons. If you go to AQ20 and you farm up some Vanguard Sabatons, and you're the only one selling them, then you are going to post them at exactly what are the values you have up there right now? 100 gold. So I'm just going to read off yours right now, and then we're going to change those because that's not good. That is not a
Okay.
good thing. So, we're gonna. It would post it at 100 gold. Now, if someone undercut you, then if they posted it, if they posted at there was a huge bidding war, you would keep undercutting them automatically all the way down until you posted the Vanguard Sabatons at 5 gold. And then if they undercut you again, and they undercut you and posted at 4.99, you would stop automatically posting them. Likewise, if there was nothing on the auction house, and someone had Vanguard Sabatons up at 501 gold, and let's see, when above maximum, post at normal price. If it was 500, so that's right to the right of maximum price there.
Yep.
If it was 501 gold, and you, then you would post at 100 gold. So you would get the sale there. But if they posted at 500 gold, then you would post at 499.99, and there would be a bidding war. Although, yeah, so that's not good. So what we're gonna do is we are going to change it to 100% TUJ global median as the normal price.
As the normal price, we want to say 100%. And that's all one word, right?
Yes.
Okay. TUJ. Median. Median. Right?
And there is a space between the percent. Just make sure there's a space between the percent and the T.
Okay.
Oh, and it's TUJ global median.
Global.
If it didn't accept that, yeah.
Yep, and I think that's good right there. So what do we want to do for minimum price and maximum price?
What I would to speed everything up, copy, Control C that the TUJ global median and throw. I would do 50% and 500%, something along those lines. Maybe 40% and 500%. Maybe 30%. It really depends on. This is where it's like, I don't know, man. Airy Peak. What do you think prices are like on Airy Peak?
This is something that I would have to actually play with.
Yeah.
So if I go,
and that's why, like, on my server, I use 120%. Airy Peak is a little cheaper.
right.
I played around a little bit, and glyphs sell for considerably less. There are a few more people over there. Everything sells for just a little bit less. Not a whole lot, but enough to warrant a 20% drop in what I'd recommend for the normal price. Um, but it's not like, freaking Storm Rage, where it's like,
Right.
oh, normal price, 5% of the global median.
Yeah, because some markets are like that. So for now, I'm going to leave that about 40% a global median for minimum,
Yeah.
and I'm going to test it out at 120% at maximum price.
For the maximum, do 500%.
Oh, for 500%. Okay.
Well,
Because
you can do 400%, you can do 3, but like, just think about a price of something that you might want to sell. Think about ore.
right. Yep. Yep.
So, like, herbs are selling right now on your server. Like, what's a range that you would want to sell herbs at? You would want to sell. You would be willing to, like, reasonably, you would be willing to sell herbs at, like, 80 silver to 8 gold, but you kind of. Would you be willing to sell herbs at 10 gold? Would you be willing to sell herbs at 20 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's
the
something that
max.
right. Because that's something
But you
that
wouldn't.
no. Okay.
Go for it.
That's something that you really have to think about is, what are mats or what are things really selling for at this time? I think for here in Airy Peak, it's about 60 silver for different herbs. So, and that's really just a rough guesstimate on how herbs are doing on this server, whereas on Earth and Ring, you could get away with like 80 silver for herbs.
Yeah, you just don't want to go stupid high with the median because generally the median price is pretty stable, and
Mhm.
if you go too far away from it, then something's wrong. Like someone just bought everything out, posted it really, really high, and everyone's about to ignore that and just start posting normally. And if you post super high too, then everyone's going to ignore you also, and you're
Right.
just going to waste money posting that high. Like you're just going to auto post way too high. That's usually what happens. So.
But having it this way,
It's
now you're keeping right in line with everybody else.
Yeah, yeah, and like 500% happens with mat things. So,
Right.
now we are good. So, how do you want to do the win below medium and win above maximum? If things are cheap, do you want to post them? Or do you want to post them at the normal price? Or do you want to keep them in your bags? What markets do you take part in?
If they are below the minimum,
Yeah, like
generally I do not want to post
blacksmithing
them.
stuff.
Right. Yeah, I do the blacksmithing stuff. And that, once again, it's something that we're really going to look at here when 6.1 comes out.
Because
But,
if you're in a fast moving server and the if someone posts really cheap stuff and that stuff gets bought out and then you're next in line and you're posting at the normal price, then who cares that they posted way too cheap? You're resetting the market essentially.
Right. But I don't see this as a fast-moving server because a lot of people in this realm are doing raids. At which, when people do raids, it does tend to slow the market down there a little bit. So, do I
Raids
want
are
to
the
say don't
lifeblood
post?
of the market.
Right. Do I want to say don't post items? I think that's what I'll say for here is don't post items for
Okay.
when below the minimum. Now, when above maximum, that's a pretty good question there too, because where's everybody posting at? Do you want to post at the normal price? Do you want to post at the minimum price, or do you post at the maximum price? And this is something I feel like I'm going to have to play with here a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, that's a big thing. And worst comes to worst, for each profession that you have, copy this operation and play around with each profession. Like, hey, maybe for glyphs, you want to post at the normal price. Maybe you want to post at the maximum price. Like, hey, see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, worst case, you lose 3 gold, 20 gold, 50 gold, whatever, in posting fees. I mean, who cares? Who cares?
Right.
You're testing.
Right. That's all you're doing. So right now I'm posting it at the maximum price.
Okay.
You know, we'll see
I like
what
it.
happens there. You know, if it works, it works. If not, then I'll change it later. But for right now, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so
I like it. So now, that should be good. Make sure it's applied to that group.
okay, so how do we do that?
So go back to the groups tab.
Okay. Under
And click-
professions. Yep.
Click on blacksmithing crafts and see if that has our TUJ 100%.
TUJ 100%. TUJ 100%. We are good.
Wait, I just saw wait.
Yeah.
Lag.
Lag.
I hear you say it and then
It comes
Okay.
and goes. Yeah, it's there.
okay, cool. All right, so now we're gonna do. We got crafts. Now we're gonna do our second thing. We're gonna make the mass the stackables operation, which is going to be remarkably similar to the one we
Okay.
just made. Go to the module operations tab.
Module operations. And that's where I'm at.
And you are going to click on the operation you just made, and I believe it's under management.
Okay, so under
Yes.
under the module, we want to go to where?
Auctioning.
Auctioning.
Oh, sorry. I have auctioning set up as my default tab that it goes
Okay.
to. So
That
you
would
have help.
make sense. That would make sense. Okay, so what we want to. Okay, so we're in the auctioning. We're in the auctioning tab.
So, if you haven't already, click on Create Macro and bind Scroll Wheel down at the bottom, right there.
Got it.
Cool.
I think that's something
Um,
that they did with I can't Jim Yunkin, because he did set up something like that and on his site. So when Trade Skill Master 2.0 came in, I think they added this. The create macro with bind scroll reel.
It's really cool. So go to on the left, operations, the little plus symbol.
Okay, so now we're under operations.
And you've got your little 100.
TUJ median. Ta-da. Which is where I'm at.
Okay, and I will have to trust you. But
Okay.
management. Go to management and you can add a new operation.
Okay, so now I'm in management. Okay, where does add?
Duplicate the operation and you can name it 100% TUJ stacks or 100% TUJ mass or mini or stackables, or I call mine stackables.
I like
over
stacks.
not yeah.
Okay, so now I got 100% TUJ stacks.
There you go.
And that'll catch up here in a second. Hello, Notchminster. Okay.
All right.
So now I'm up at
And
100%
so,
TUJ
yeah.
stacks.
So go to post, and we're just setting up all the things for the stackable operations. It's essentially going to be the same thing. We want all the same post settings.
Right.
We just want the post cap. We just want the post cap to be 500.
Okay, post cap is at 500.
We do want to use stack sizes cap.
Gotcha.
We want all of that stuff. We want it all out of our bags. Get it out. Get it out. And stack size is 20, or it used to be 20. I mean, you can do. I keep it at 20, just because some things don't stack to 200 or 50. Right. Like some things. Stack size 10,000.
10,000. Yeah, that'll work. No, I put it at 20. It'll revert to 20 here. And we keep nothing. And like it.
Nothing.
Empty.
I do like that they have keep quantity though. That's nice.
Right, because if you're dealing with mats, you know.
Yes.
That way, if you have all your mats are in your bags, you don't have to send them all or sell them all. You could just sell that quantity.
And there are cases where, like, if you're saving up for something, or like, I don't know, if you have an inscriptionist, sometimes it's nice to just always have some herbs in case you need to make a lot of lifts. Because sometimes it's just, you have one of those crazy days and it's like, oh, I'm out of ink. Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I need 400 ink. Oh no.
No. I'm in
Today's
trouble.
A bad day.
I need war paints, and to get war paints,
I don't know
need ink.
Have you ever bought out the auction house of ink? or
I
of herbs.
actually, I did buy out the auction house, or pretty close to buying out. Yes, I did actually, of Golden Lotus back in
Oh,
Mist.
oh, geez,
You want to talk about a full reset? Oh boy! And granted,
that got expensive.
true, but how much bank
Wow.
did you think I made? Whatever I bought out of Golden Lotus, I sold. And I sold it for somewhere around 110 to 120%. I mean
Very
that's the
nice.
profit I
Very
made
nice.
on that.
If you actually sold it all, then good job. I I stay away from I stay away from resets, honestly. I
Right.
I just stick I just stick to push it. But that's the thing. My server has a hard time pushing, or it used to. It can handle it now with the volume we have. But like back in the day, full resets were hard. Um, you had to work it.
Right.
Um, let's see. Bid percent. Oh, that's the same. Why is my bid percent here? I must have done something. Um, so that's it. Your TSM setup.
Okay, one of the other things that I would like to do is just set up my mail. I mean,
Okay.
understandably that we do have a robot that's out there that you can go to your garrison and you can load him up and say, I can post all this and all this. For us smart people, how about the mail?
All right.
Because you know that robot's not going to be there forever.
Well, this is something I use mainly. I use this because I don't use it as much as I should, but it is
Right.
really useful since I do have a specific glyph posting tune and a non. I have a glyph poster and a
Mhm.
non-glyph poster and a glyph crafter and all of my other crafting tunes, and so I'm constantly like sending mats everywhere and sending crafted things to different auctioners. So it's really I could
Feel
use
your pain.
TSM mailing a lot better than I actually am. But um so you can go into crafts and everything you are going to, let's see, all the crafted things you're going to auction. So you're not going to auction the materials though. So go, let's see, so go
Well,
to
given
mailing.
right, given the amount of do I have mailing? Do I have mailing? I know I got the mail hooked up to it. I don't have the tab up here. But you better
Yeah,
believe I will
so
be selling materials.
yeah, so go to crafts and um, override module operation.
Okay, so I did that. So I want to create a mailing operation.
Yes, for your mailing.
And that was under craft. Crafts. Mail crafts. Yes and
Send
yes.
it to Baldy.
Target player.
I just named this the name of the. I just named them the name of the tune. I don't. I should name them better.
Shiny. Okay.
It should.
I
It
shouldn't have
should.
said that.
The operation name should probably be the name of the tune plus the name of um, the name of the. Oh gosh, what should sending
You know
it?
what? I'm gonna change.
No, it should be the name of the tune. Yeah. Oh no, the name of the tune and how many you're sending. So, it depends on like
well, this
if
is
you're
gonna
going
be
to
a
be.
general. This is gonna be a general mailing operation.
Yeah,
So
like shiny head crafted or
right.
like. Sorry, again, I'm not an expert with mailing. I apologize.
It's all right.
I have four. I have four. I have created a total of four operations. I use it. I use these operations about 3-4 times a week, but I I am not an expert at creating them. I just click send.
So do
They
I.
work.
And really by
One
setting
of
up.
these operations
Yep.
works very well.
The mailing operation does work very, very well once you have all your items in the groups. And that way, all you have to do is just click send, and they're gone to your banking tune.
Yes. You just have to make sure the right items are there. Um, yeah, the
Okay.
first couple times, like keep track, like look at the mails that you send. Um, just to make sure that like because the first couple times I did send off like some awkward inks
Right?
instead of just glyphs. Like there were also some glyphs or some inks that got sent off along with the glyphs, and so
Hmm.
it's just the auto created things, or I manually created the groups and messed up. Anyway,
It happens.
yeah,
It
yeah.
does.
I keep 0, send 10. You can really, it's just
I keep 0. I'd say send
Just-
20 just to match it with the other
Yeah.
20. That's right there. So really, it doesn't matter, but
yeah. It depends on what you're sending.
yep. And you can always change that later to whatever number you want to send to. That's the
Do you
thing.
have Restocker?
Um,
don't?
I don't know. I don't want to lose this. That's already saved, right?
Oh, and you don't. Oh, I don't think that's a. That's okay.
Yeah. I didn't get everything I could find out of Trade Skill Master. I knew I wasn't going to be, using all of it, but
Yeah,
I just
no,
made the
that's
common sense ones.
no. These will be awesome. Oh, and crafting. Um. Let's see. So I'm trying to figure out a good like starter, like what's a good crafting, just a good crafting operation. What all professions do you have besides blacksmithing?
Technically, I have them all, but it really depends on, let's say for this realm, it is blacksmithing and leatherworking. Is that right?
Oh, okay, good.
Yes, I think that's right. Because it's my alley warrior and my Worgen druid. Organs are cool.
Okay. Those two
So,
are
yeah.
fairly similar.
That's the way I like them. Similar and simple. Match the professions up as they are needed. It may not be like the best combinations for gold making, but hey, that's my way of doing it.
Alright, so try can
Okay.
you hop over to your blacksmith?
Let me hop over there right now. Logging out. Yes. Give me about 10 seconds.
Oh no, I didn't wave in time. Wait, yes I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yes I did.
You're good. Now I'm
Okay.
loading up. And I will show up in my garrison.
Ooh.
Ta-da! Here I am in my garrison. Okay.
Wait for it.
I'm
Hey!
running outside. And look at my guards. They're night elves. Oh, yes. Okay. So. Say yes. Ta-da.
And if you want to know how to beat the pet battle daily today,
Okay. So now what do we do?
wait, I'm not logged in. I'm not logged in. Wait. Log in. So you will. Why did I close down the thing? You will go to. See, I'm clearly muted on Twitch.
I had to mute that like twice. You know, just to get that to stop. So.
All right.
Like
So,
click and
in crafting, go and make a new operation.
Okay, so I got to get into
Excuse-
TSM
Yes.
and crafting.
And did you know you can click the default button in the top left there?
That's what I did. It's in the top right there for me because I got Carbonite also because I like their maps.
No, on in your profession tab. In your not your profession tab, in the crafting window,
Oh, in the crafting window. Okay.
there's a little default red, it's got red lettering. It says default on it.
Yeah, that's default. It'll show up here in a minute, but yeah, there's a.
Yeah. Just if
Oops.
you ever want to see non TSM, you can do that.
Yep. And if you want to see TSM, you can click back.
Yeah.
And
Just
that'll
if you
show up
didn't-
the other thing. Yep.
If you didn't know that.
I did not realize that.
It took me 2 years to.
Oh, I missed them jumping? What the heck? Alright. Anyway. I'm a bit of a sicko right
but yeah, on to what the important thing. In the groups, in the operations, sorry, sidetracked by the pretty red buttons. Open up TSM again, the
Okay.
normal thing.
Normal TSM. Let me get recount out of the way here. Okay. I'll drag that down a little bit. Ta-da!
None of your crafting groups are assigned. Oh, that's nice that it says that.
Yes, that is nice that it says that.
So, module operations.
Module operations is now up. And I suspect it'll be mailing. Mailing.
No, it's
Duh.
crafting.
It'll be crafting. Haha. It is crafting. It is.
And
It's gonna be silly.
it is. It is.
Okay.
And we're gonna make a new one, and we're gonna call it blacksmithing or crafting stuff on Airy Peak.
And okay, so okay, so what do we need to do? I'm in the crafting.
General crafting. Whatever. Like
I have crafting, general settings.
what?
That's module operations right there. Crafting.
So yeah, operations on the left side. Why is it should let you click operations. You're on options, click no, down just a little bit. The green operations.
Oh, the green operations. Okay. And then operation
You're on
name.
the operations tab. There's multiple operations. Operations
Right,
everywhere.
yeah.
Clearly.
Clearly. Of course. Okay, so we'll say...
Yeah, sorry. Again, I have mine set up to automatically go to the operations and not options. So I've customized my TSM some. Sorry.
Yes. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. This is a noob version of TSM.
Or
Okay,
maybe
so-
that's just where it goes to in 2.10 and I need to update. I don't know. I know
I say,
some of
oh
my
no, I should
tabs
say
are different.
blacksmithing. Okay, so what we've done is what we're doing is we're setting up a new operation for mailing for my blacksmith. And that's what we're doing. And right now we just put a name for that operation.
No, we already did the mailing. Now we're doing crafting.
Right. Well, we're right. But we're still setting up a name for that crafting.
Yes. So what we're doing right now is we're setting up so that with one click of a button, you'll be able to craft everything properly.
Right. So, what do we do now?
Now, we, with blacksmithing and leatherworking, it can get a little messy with, with more than one restock. So I would recommend separating out new and old at some point. So, like, creating a subgroup that has all of your current content gear.
Right, and have the actual old content in a different
And then creating
group.
creating a new operation that for anything that you want to create multiples,
Right.
more than one. Other than that, we're just gonna restock one because it'll have you creating like 3 sulfuron hammers and saying you need to spend 40 hours in molten core getting dark iron, hearts of fire, and like get 500 hearts of fire. And no, I don't want to ever have that many hearts of fire.
Right.
So one max restock, and try minimum profit, max parentheses 100 gold, and comma 135% crafting. Try that.
So I want
Or
to say
120, 100, either 120%, 130%. I like 135% crafting. I change it around some.
so I want to say max parentheses. Okay, what did I want to say here? I want to say max. What did you just say?
Max 100 gold, comma 130% crafting. Max, comma, space 130% space crafting. Close paren.
Max 130%. Space. crafting. I'll wait for it to come up. That way you can see what I've done. Make sure, proofread it, make sure it's right.
Okay. All right, paren after the first max and delete the second max. Sorry if I repeated myself. I was
It's okay.
stumbling.
It's all right. Not a big deal. And that's if I pick the right symbols. Wait for it to come up again.
And no space after the max. I'm not sure if it matters. Or if there is one. At this resolution, it's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell.
But if you have a space right there, I don't think there is one.
No, there's not one now. And it is accepted in, so.
All right.
Okay, so.
Hey!
Hey! Okay.
Okay, so we have a decent crafting operation, something you can work with and grow from, and there are many more, and you can use the Undermine Journal stuff. You have means and medians that you can throw in there. You can build from this and add in floors and different logical things if you want, where like so what you have here is saying essentially, I want to make at least 130% as much as it costs, or 100 gold, whichever's more.
Right.
So I want to make 100 gold, or if I'm gonna make more than that, then I want to make more than that. So cool. So great. Yeah. Show me everything that I'm gonna make 100 gold on. And it'll do that. And it's not gonna show you anything that you're not.
Good.
So
Okay.
now, go to your groups.
In groups.
And click on your professions, the highest level thing.
Yep. I have it clicked on professions.
And just assign that as just your highest level thing for now.
Okay.
For crafting, yes.
Oh, for
Drop
crafting.
down.
So
If you haven't assigned the mailing, if we haven't assigned the mailing thing, we should do that for the blacksmithing specifically. Blacksmithing crafts specifically.
I think I labeled them as shiny head crafting. So I think that
Awesome.
I think that works. Because essentially, all crafting's going to go to him there anyway. So I said, why not?
Okay.
Why not? Okay, so if there's not anything else here,
Okay, so now let's test that. So that's why we wanted to be on this tune. That's cool. We can do the shopping setup another time. I mean, that's the
Right.
basics. We wanted to get those two auctioning operations set up and the crafting operation set up,
right,
and just like a basic make 100 gold, or you know,
right.
what can we make 100 gold on? What's profitable? So close out a TSM and reopen your blacksmithing.
Okay, so there's the reopened blacksmithing. And
and
there's my groups. So now we know that
And-
that groups are actually working.
and restock selected groups.
You know, I might
Or,
want to be
yeah,
by
once
the
you
by the
highlight
them.
them.
Hang on. Let me go over to my forge because blacksmiths do need a anvil.
Oh, and can you show Q?
Can I show Q?
In the top right of the TSM crafting,
Oh.
right there.
Okay, so there's nothing in the
little-
queue. There's nothing in the queue. There should be at least 2 things in the queue. But right now there is nothing in the queue. So how do we put stuff in the queue? That's the
Let's
question.
open. We lower our value until we get things in the queue. So we open up TSM again.
Okay.
So let's see if something's wrong, or if prices are just weird.
Prices may be just weird. Okay, so here we are in crafts. And since this is crafting,
Yeah, so open the operation again and take out crafting and just, delete the 130% crafting and just put 1 gold.
okay, so let's see.
View,
It's not
view
that.
under crafting, view operation groups. That's auctioning.
Yeah. Okay, there's crafting.
So, Yeah, so click the crafting tab up a little ways.
Actually, I'm way ahead.
So in the main TSM trade skill master thing, click on module operations,
And then crafting. Okay. Okay, right now I'm in module operations / options. And
you're in items right now.
well,
Okay. So
according to Twitch, I'm in items right now, but as of live, I am operations options or options
Okay.
operations.
Okay.
I'm goofing about. Everything will catch up in time. But you see, that's where I'm at. Options and operations.
Yeah. Okay, and that's all good. Yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah. So everything's normal. Yeah. So just open the group again, or the operation again, Area Peak Blacksmithing, and
That's where I'm at.
just essentially just delete the minimum profit and put it to 1 gold.
Okay, minimum profit. We want to delete all that and make it 1 gold.
Yeah. Oh, and we want the max restock to just be 1.
Okay, so now we're at 1 and 1 gold. That will show up here in a minute.
Remarkably boring operation.
Yes. And everything will show up in the craft queue.
Maybe.
Well, what we're hoping for is to get the true steel ingots here. And I don't really care about the secrets, but we want the true steel ingots, and then we want these grinders, reshapers, and all the armor to show up. Which that would be huge. And I really should close up guild chat. I'll do that with the professions. Okay. So now you see where we're at.
Yes.
So for good, should I close out TSM?
Yeah, hit enter on the max restock quantity just to make sure that that actually does accept it as 1, and close it out.
Okay, so I'm gonna close both out, and I'm gonna click back on blacksmithing. Why, oh why, oh why, oh why. But even then, I can still craft.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just about,
without using that. So, which that
Okay,
that
so,
wouldn't be a problem.
yeah, hit TSM groups. The second tab at the top,
Right.
and restock, and hope with everything selected, and hopefully we get a little bit of a population.
I got nothing. I got nothing. But I think if we set up the mail, I think that'll be all right. It won't matter here or there too much. We can do set up the mail there at another time, because this is just about setting up TSM to get the auctioning going.
Yeah. Let's see what could possibly. Yeah, I mean, getting the auctioning going is important. You might not have data. Have you scanned the auction house?
Not with TSM, not yet. I have not done that yet. I've just gotten TSM set up there yesterday. So
Maybe that's it. Maybe it doesn't have like an auction DB yet, so it can't do anything.
I do have Auction DB on it. So I think what we can do is get back into what will be my bank tune. I haven't
to
transferred those
Ashran.
duties
No,
over.
just go to Ashran. Since we're on the blacksmith, we'd have to go to the blacksmith anyway. To Ashran.
Oh, hang on. Let me get
Lag.
lag.
Curse you.
Damn lag. It's alright, we're messing around with this. And then you'll see me run into Stormwind.
I saw you run into Stormwind.
Ah! Now I'm stuck. Get out of there. My little chicken mount. My mechanical chicken mount. Going to Storm Shield. Ashran. Dun, dun,
Ashran.
dun. Ashran. It'll show up here in a minute. Why was there a deer? Looked like he was like in the bridge.
Yeah, you saw that too.
It looked like one of those mounted deer heads. Oh, you know that one commercial? That one soda pop commercial? If you've seen it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, hand me a kick thing. All right, and then the three guys there start dancing.
No.
And then the guy in the fishbowl starts dancing. And then the video game warriors or fighters start dancing. And then the deer says, "Hello." And then the deer pops out of the wall and starts dancing.
I think that was just a dream you had.
Hang on, no. I'll tell you what it is here. Give me a second. That's what it was. I can't say that on the recording, okay? But that's what that was. It was a Super Bowl commercial. And that was one of the better commercials. Okay, so now we're in Ashran. And the auction house is down here. Oops, I'm wrong. The auction house is...
Time for a soda pop.
Go for it. I'm in the town hall. That's not the right place. Duh. Yes, the auction house is right here. Duh.
I can never find it. I always run around. I don't spend enough time in Ashran. I don't like PvP.
Right. Oh, by the way, Ashran is kind of fun if you're grouped up. Really is. So, what kind of scan do we want to run?
Get all.
Get all. Getting all. And
Are
yes,
those all thermal anvils?
yes, those are thermal anvils.
That's awesome. I love that you have. And don't thermal anvils have 20 charges each?
Yes.
Why do you have 200 charges of anvils?
Dude, no. Remember what Blinktron 4000 dropped?
What?
He dropped anvils. I'm dead serious. That thing dropped anvils. And I figured too that anvils were really cheap, so if I'm out around in the new expansion, maybe I could go out and smelt and whatever, but we didn't know what we know now. So really just having those anvils is kind of not necessarily a good thing, but it's not a bad thing because you can still do your blacksmithing stuff out in the world.
Yeah, no, that saves you from
Going back into town. Okay, done scanning.
All right, let's reload. Maybe you can do it now. Here's hoping.
Here's hoping. Let me run away. Let's
But yeah, gotta reload first.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, then my last thing would be like fully exit the game and log back in and try it. And then I just say like,
oh, look at that. That is awesome.
huh?
Boom.
It worked?
Oh boy. Yeah,
Wait, did that fix
it
it?
was just missing the information. So if you have TSM, scan the auction house before you do this. That way you get to your all your crafting stuff. Learning on the fly. Awesome.
Cool. So wait, how much gold can you make? What's your potential profit right now?
Estimated cost is 32,000. Estimated profit is 93,000.
Okay, so for real, if you just at the auction house just bought out 30,000 gold worth of stuff, clicked next,
Right.
and sold it because you know how to make all that stuff.
Yep.
90K.
90K. And that's how that works. That is cool.
And you post it by scrolling your mouse wheel. Done.
Boom, boom.
Now, yeah, it looks like Protector's Trillium leg guards and Protector's Trillium belt is ×3. It's having to make 3 of those. Yeah, I think at some point we didn't. It's still having to make 3 of them. So somehow you
It
still
didn't
have
take.
it set to 3.
Somehow I got that set to 3. Okay.
Or push it. Open up TSM and set it back down to 1. Because
Where is it?
that's not fun.
No, it's not.
That amount of mats. I don't think you want to go out and buy 441 trillion bars.
No. No.
It might be okay, but there's probably not that many trillion bars.
Nah, probably not. Where was
Crafting.
that?
Crafting.
Okay, so I'm in craft.
Crafting.
Crafting, does it? Yeah, there it is, set to 3. I set that to 1. I will enter that. And I will enter that. And then I will say close, close, and
Okay, so now
It's
we
still
can
saying 3. Oh, whatever.
Okay, so no. We can, now that we have the data, we can make our crafting operation again.
Yep.
So open it back up and let's make a proper operation.
Okay.
Yay!
There we go. So now we're back up into crafting and we're up into operations, options and operations.
Yeah, and so it was max parentheses, 100 gold, comma 135% crafting.
Okay, so we go max parentheses 100 gold, comma space 130%. Crafting data.
And you can change these numbers, you can adjust them. If you notice that you're crafting things you don't want, you can move groups around, you
Yep.
can change the percentages, you can make a new group, you can change the percentages around in the new groups. Alright.
So now we got all
so
that fixed.
clear queue. So down at the bottom of the craft queue, next to craft next, there's a little button for clear queue,
Clear queue.
and that'll delete all that, and then you go back to in your crafting profession window, TSM groups, and restock your profession tab again, and see if you should get significantly fewer items.
Now see, everything went back down to 1 after we did that, and that was the goal of that. So now what we're also looking at here is balance
But
trillium.
how much gold? What's the profit?
Okay, the estimated
shouldn't
profit.
be-
Now go ahead.
It shouldn't be. It should still be a significant amount of profit. Like, it shouldn't be like, oh no, we reduced everything down to only 1 from 3, and we jacked up the minimum amount of profit required. So now we're only going to make 1/10 of the amount
Right.
of money. No, we'll still make. We should still make like 40K or like
30.
30K.
Almost 31.
30. See, like, even though we're increasing the restrictions from 1 gold to, no, I want to make 30% profit or 100 gold, and I'm going to make 1/3 as much. Like, no, we're still making more than 1/3 of
Right.
the gold we were making.
Right. And essentially that's what we've done. We've taken that amount of gold, and we've
You
taken
just-
it down, a good amount, but we're still in that major profit range now.
Just cut out all of the junk that we were going
Right.
to craft.
Now we have a nice lean steak.
And if you look at it, all of the most profitable things are at the top of the list. So if you're ever low on items and you're like, I really don't have a lot of things, I don't have a lot of time, just if you hover over the items,
Yep.
the most profitable items are at the top of the list. So you could like pick and choose what you want to craft.
That is very true. Like going all the way up to the top, it's still balanced trillium ingots. And that's under stage 1. Stage 2 is balanced, or I'm sorry, a Titan steel shanker. And that is a Wrath of the Lich King type of thing. And then you go into Trillium. That I believe is Panda. Panda? Is
Which
that
one?
Panda? The Trillium Laggards. No,
Yeah.
I can't think.
Yes. Yeah. Trillium leg guards are the panda cooldown things.
Yep. And it just goes on like I don't see. I don't see the 640 stuff up there.
May
It's
not
just
be
gonna-
profitable to craft.
And it might not be. Well, that's according to auction house prices too. So if you have the mats
Yeah.
on you, and you got to think, tight or the bars you have to make, the ingots that you have to make, which are all soul bound. That's why it may
Oh,
not be
yeah.
picking up there too.
And you can assign prices to. You can assign item prices to other items. So, like the first big thing that people did this with was Spirits of Harmony, where you could trade in golden lotuses or Spirits of Harmony for golden lotuses. So
Right.
it was like we used Spirits of Harmony to craft blacksmithing items, and so it was like, well, how much is this blacksmithing item worth if it costs this many Spirits of Harmony? Well, a Spirit of Harmony is worth 2 golden lotuses, so there was this conversion thing that you could do in Trade Skill Master, where if you go items, you can type in another item ID, and it translates the price. So that's a little advanced thing you can do.
Okay, so what else do we have to do here?
That's it. You're done, man.
We are done.
Like there's what else can you do? A lot.
Yes, you can.
But like that's it. You can craft everything there. You have a basic auctioning operation where, hey, if you want to make more gold, cool. If you want to craft fewer things, if you want to be more discerning, then up the percentages or up the gold.
Right.
If you want to make a floor on that or a cap, then say plus min, um, or just do more things. You can auction the things. Like I'd like to see you uh, craft one of those items and then auction it.
We will do that sometime. But I think for
But that's
now, I think we're done.
all right. But yeah, you got it.
Yep, I think we got it. So, I think what we'll do is we will just say goodbye. And we will see everybody later. Say Saturday at 2:30, same bat channel. How about that?
Sounds good.
And to Notchminster, thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you then.